What was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Retired Renovators. This is a YouTube channel that my husband Gary and I created so you could follow along the renovations of our historic carriage house and big brick house. As I mentioned in the last video, we have finished the carriage house and we've started working in the big brick house, but we wanted to give you a series of short videos for our shower install in the carriage house because we learned a lot in the process and it was a lot harder than we thought it would be for a number of reasons. So today I want to talk about the shower head shower system install and a couple of key things that we learned about this, because a number of you have mentioned that you're hoping to do a shower renovation and wanted ideas for that. First of all, our back wall is 6 inches, 2x6s rather than 2x4s to give us enough room for the venting pipes and all of the adjustments, insulation and so on. So recommend that when you're dealing with plumbing, you're always using 2x6s instead of 2x4s. The other super important issue is that you don't know exactly how much room you have for where the head is going to come through the tile or the handheld, and you can be as precise as you want for measuring that, but it's not until you actually get the tile in before you know what the measurements are. So for example, we have the 2x6 studs, and then on top of that you have 1/2 inch whatever backer board you're using, and then we have the drywall mortar, which we used 1/4 inch trowel notch that was recommended, and so you want to say it's a 1/4 inch, but you're putting porcelain tile on that and you're squishing the ridges, and so it's not going to be exactly a 1/4 inch, and you can't tell until you do the install. And then you have the porcelain thickness, and so there's just a little bit more imprecision than you think there's going to be. So we solved that problem by using the blocking, attaching it with screws rather than nails. It sounds like a simple solution, but it's something that you might not think of. So when you put your blocking in for your shower head and handheld, use screws. That way you can unscrew it and make the adjustment when you're putting the shower head in. So you can do that at the last moment. So that's a really key thing. Use screws instead of nails. And second of all, you have to have back access to your shower. So if you're doing a remodel and you're taking up space that's already there and that wall is solid, you've got to figure out a way to access the back wall. So when we did this install, we simply left off the drywall on the back side until the shower was installed. That way we could easily access it and get to and make the adjustments. So recommend waiting to install the drywall on the back side of the shower. So those are our 2 big hints. Use screws for attaching the blocking, and don't put your drywall in yet. And also say put as much blocking as you possibly think you're going to need in case you have to make adjustments. All right, so those are my 2 hints for the shower install, and now let's watch Gary as he screws and makes the adjustments for the shower head install. Oh yeah. that worked well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you take just a moment and subscribe to our channel, we would really appreciate it. Just click subscribe, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us with the YouTube analytics. So we'd really appreciate if you would take just a moment to do that.
These fittings are too short for the amount of thickness we're going through with the backer board and the tile and the thin set, but we're not sure exactly what that thickness is. So we unscrew these now, we'll put up the walls and then push it in to the depth that we want, and then refasten it at the appropriate depth.